And a very good morning, Mark here. It is September, Thursday, the 25th, 7:46 a.m. Eastern. That's 11:46 a.m. GMT, about 15 minutes from the US opening. And let's have a look how the markets stand this morning. I'm starting, as always, on the US dollar index. US dollar index and US dollar across the board had a real strong day yesterday. And you can see that in the candlestick on the index here. Today, hasn't given up those gains. If anything, adding to them ever so slightly. There's a small green candlestick. I've got support at 97.39 and I've got resistance at 97.55. So US dollar starting strong again through the Asian European session, going into the US session. We'll see whether that can be maintained. And if US dollar buyers and demand for US dollar continue, and we get a test or break above this resistance area. Alternatively, a turnaround of this area and sellers target the 97.39 support or below. The S&P 500, we're still almost 2 hours away, 1 3/4 hours from Wall Street opening up. So we're looking at the futures market and a really big push lower during the futures market. Sellers added to yesterday's sell-off. It's 3 straight days now, lower highs, lower lows, and support now sitting at 6,667. And I've got resistance at 6,705. So US equities, particularly S&P in this case, being sold off in the futures market going into the US Open. We'll see whether that can be maintained or if we get some kind of a turnaround either when the US session gets underway or when Wall Street opens up. Let's have a look at our commodities and at gold. Sold off yesterday in line with the strong US dollar. We saw weak gold gapped higher to start the new day and hang around where it started. Small green candlestick. I've got support at 3,727 and resistance at 3,761. Buyers will be looking back up at the highs and the record highs we've seen over the past few days. Sellers will want to continue what they started yesterday and looking below the support at the 3,727. Brent oil. Brent oil had 2 strong days, strong push up from this support area and carried on yesterday. Set resistance at 68.46, the same, maybe 1 point lower, but pretty much the same resistance tested already today. And we've had lower tested as well. So I've got support at 67.78, and I've got resistance at 68.46. Tough resistance level to break through. We've seen that buyers unable to maintain above this level and could well be having another attempt at this level, at the resistance level. Sellers, of course, will want to turn things around from here and looking down at the 67.78 support level. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Has given up already yesterday's gains. I mean, a strong downtrend, had a bounce back and a fight back yesterday. Buyers bounced off the support area. You can see that all the way up to 113.9 thousand. Sellers in control today reversed those gains from yesterday and right now sitting and testing the support level at 111,381. That's the support. Has tested it for the last few days, hasn't been able to break through so far, but trend, bias, maybe even sentiment, all adding to this push lower. We'll see if sellers can break below and target the 110 100,000. It's significant that yesterday closed below that 112,000, I thought, and 110,000 would probably be the next target that sellers would be aiming for. Good trading. Keep that discipline. We'll see if US dollar can continue if there's continued demand for US dollar as the US session gets underway, or if we're going to get a turnaround. We've got our levels to work with. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of day.